Well, I go by the name of Proxy Assassin, and for right now, I might say I'm independent. I'm only working with people. I have a few people that I'm working with, like my producer, whose record label is Trigger Boy, and a guy in Canada who is Moonwalker. He has a record label as well, Moon Media. But for now, let me just say I'm independent right now.
Hey, it's Kellen, and today on Diversified Game, all the way from Salon, that's Sierra Leone, but he's in Italy right now. Yes. I have Proxy Assassin, and
I forgot.
He doesn't do. You guys are gonna say, wait, another Afro beat? No, he does Afro soul. You got to get it correct, y'all. Yes, so, Proxy, welcome to the show. How you doing, brother?
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you having me here. I'm doing good and chill.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you why I'm having you here. I'm in the process right now of applying for my citizenship in Salon. And I said, you know what? Everywhere I go, I'd meet with the artist and the government first. So I asked people from there. I said, who are the hottest artists? Your name came up, and only a handful of names came up. Your name was one of them. So I just want to let you know.
Among. Wow.
Yes. Yeah. And amongst the real fans, like the real reviewers, not those people who get paid to talk about you. So I want you to know,
I am humble. I'm humble. I'm really humble.
Yeah. I'm really humble. Tell the people who don't know whether they're in Africa, Malta, or right there with you in Italy right now, who you are. Give them the game.
Well, I am Proxy Assassin, aka Afro God, aka 232 most coolest kid ever you will ever see. I mean, coolest kid you will ever see. That's me. And Proxy Assassin, in one word, I'm a genius. I'm a genius in whatever I do.
Now, I love that confidence because I can relate, and you don't need any type of award to validate that. But let the people know, like, when did you come into that genius and just know whatever I put my mind to, I can do it?
Well, this has started a long time ago. Like, since I was in primary school, I discovered like I have this thing and it's something I need to follow. In any ways, I need to follow it. But I started taking it very seriously when I was in JSS. I think I was around 11 years, approximately. I was around 11 when I started taking it very seriously. I started with rap, first of all. I was doing freestyle rapping, battling in my hood, like, a lot of them. There are some crews that when there's a rap competition, and they don't have a rapper, they'll come pay me and I'll go represent their crew. And if I win, I have a cut from that win too. So that's where it started, like very seriously. And when I come to Italy, I was like, man, this is what I'm living for. And there's no way I'm going to stop doing this no matter where I found myself. So I started looking for a very good producer to keep making music. I was thinking it though. I was in this scale of like, should I continue rapping? Should I sing? Because the first time I went to the studio to lay a vocal, it was Lord Moore Studio in Sierra Leone back then. And the guy that was taking my vocal was like, bro, stop it. I was in the middle of recording and he stopped me. He was like, bro, what are you doing? Why are you rapping, bro? You need to sing. Look at your voice. Your voice is damn smooth. I was like, yo, I don't think I can sing. I don't think that's not my calling. That's not me. But till I get to Italy, I did my first song, which is Motivation Vibes. And everybody was on my neck like, bro, quit rapping. Yeah, you can rap once in a while, but sing more. So that's when I go deep into singing.
Man, okay. And when you started rapping, I'm going to assume because, rap, that's what you would see at that time. That's what you see, the limelight. But when you put the African twist on it, and Stanley Ano, I agree, man. Rap did start in Africa, if you really know your history, right? Because everything came from there. But
Yeah.
how did you like kind of find your own? Because I've been doing this for decades where, okay, we're going to try to do what we see the LL Cool J's, the Migos do, but now we got to put our own twist on it and bring that godliness and that family back in, where we don't see that on the American rap scene. Everything is about chew somebody up and spit them out like bubble gum or gaddy.
Like raw.
Yeah. So how did you like come in and say, okay, I'm going to do this, but I'm going to put that African twist on it and really show you who I am?
Well, that's like a culture for me, if I may say. It's a culture. Any African, no matter where you find yourself, like in Italy, America, UK, you are doing it with their accent or their culture. But bro, trust me, you're going to include that African culture. No way you're going to leave that out. No way. No way. So that's something I owe up to. I'm like, yo, this is what I represent. At the end of the day, if I win, if I get known, like famous and all, I'm going to be like, I'm representing Africa. So for me to get used to it, need to start now.
Okay. And let's go even deeper on that, because you're in Italy. So some will say he fell bush, but as an artist, it sometimes as an African artist can hurt you to go to another country, because people want you to make the music there. They want you to get the vibe there. So when you make music in Europe, it's like it's not as authentic. Have you dealt with that? And if so, how do you deal with that? Because so many artists struggle and say, I know I'm good, but unless I go back home and stay, they're not going to give me the type of respect that I deserve.
Well, for me, I don't think so. For me, I think you can be any part of the world and your people gonna still give you the type of respect you need and deserve. It depends to the sound you're feeding them. If it's something they haven't heard back home, there definitely they're gonna fall for it. Definitely. And I can't just it's not like something like I'm bragging, but honestly, my sound is being accepted. It's acceptable back there in Sierra Leone. Here in Italy, even with Italians, they listen to my sound and be like, yo, this is something unique. And back then in Sierra Leone, most people be like, yo, this sounds foreign. This sounds, a lot of critics coming in, but that's necessary and it's expected anyways. So I'm used to it.
Okay. And I'm going to assume, and you don't have to speak on this business, but I'm going to assume that you went to Italy for, school and some great opportunity. So you're more than just an artist, which again, a lot of American artists, they give up everything, leave school in the 10th grade, right? to say, hey, I'm going to just do music because they might have found an opportunity. If you want to let the people know what type of outside of music genius you are training to be, I'm just curious, because for all I know, you might be in medical school soon, singing songs while operating on somebody.
Yeah, I came to Italy for a lot of purposes, which I don't like staying here. But what I'm gonna say is educating myself was one of them, and a lot more. And music is one of those major goals while I'm here. Music is one of those major goals because it's really hard back home. It's really hard here. I'm sorry. It's hard here, but it's harder back home. When you're back there in Sierra Leone doing music like I'm doing it right now, you don't have no sponsors, no people verging in to help you push your career, to help you push what you're doing. It's harder back there, like it's harder here. It's hard here, but it's harder back home. So here I kind of find it a little bit of easy. I can't say that much easy, but it's a little bit easy here. So that's one of the goals why I'm here, and I kind of feel like I'm achieving it one step by time.
Okay. Can you talk about, that hardness? Because a lot of people, they talk about, man, I left let's say an African country, to go somewhere where the streets were supposed to be paved with gold, but man, I got to work harder than I've ever worked before. And it seems like I work just so I can pay another bill or pay for something that, how have you managed that? Because I know when I'm in Africa, I'm chilling. I don't need nothing. I'm good. I
Chilling,
work. Yeah, I'm chilling.
chilling.
But when I'm here is go, go, go. So how have you, even with family, dealt with that? Because, people say, hey, can you send some money back home? That distant cousin. Hey, I see you making it big on
It's
the
normal.
music.
It's something
Yeah.
normal. It's something normal. Well, it's the same energy everywhere. It's the same energy, honestly. Here, I have a work that I do per day. So I'll have to do that during the working days from Monday to Friday. And on Saturdays, I work half day. And from work, I'll have to go direct to the studio without even getting home. I'll have to go direct to the studio because the studio is a bit far from where I stay. So I'll have to go there direct. When I get there, I'm kind of tired and all. I'll have to take a bit of rest and wake up midnight to start working. So the sign stop never exists here right now. In this zone that I am, the sign stop never exists. It's always go, go, go. Like you said, it's always go, go, go. So that's the same energy. And I've got music to take care of. I've got promoters, bloggers, TV presenters, and of course, family and myself. Man's got to look good. He did. So it's the same energy. It's the same energy.
Now, since you are in Italy, have you found it easier to get on TV in Salon, where you can call the stations, or even say, look, let me do an ad campaign because I got these this Italian money going through. Let me try to use geo arbitrage, is what we like to call it, and my money will double back home. Is that been an easier thing to do, to get support on the Salon TV shows or blogs and everything, or has it been more difficult?
It's difficult than I even thought. At first, I thought like just a good sound, good production, you get their attention. They will even get to play your songs on TV without you asking. But nah, it's not like that, honestly. Back there in Africa, you need to know somebody to get to somebody. If not, it's not possible. Currently, we're working on that, though. We're working on that for my videos to be played on most of the big TV stations in Sierra Leone and more. So, but yeah, it hasn't been that easy. It hasn't been that easy to get that link. First of all, takes a lot of time and a lot of calls to make that happen.
Well, let's make this easier, not just for you, for everybody, because that's, I'm a consultant. I started as a journalist, PR. Let's solve this issue for everyone, because we should try to have systems. And in music internationally, with unity, we all win. For the
Oh yeah.
West, if you
Oh
see
yeah.
how the Atlanta artists, when they all come together, they're together. Nothing can break them. And in the South,
Nothing.
it's like that. So in Sierra Leone, are we needing to pay to play to get on, or is it just that the powers that be are maybe 65 and older, so they don't really get the hip music, and so we need to politely say, hey, no, this is what's hot? Because if it's pay, that's just a money thing. Okay, let's pay this money to so and so, it's done. But I'm just curious to know, because I produce some music for an artist in Kenya, and we do different things. And I just love to learn and teach everybody how every market works.
Yeah. Well, in Sierra Leone, I can't talk much. I can't talk much about the unity in there, but for the upcoming right now, I guess that unity is existing because there are a lot of upcoming artists back then in Sierra Leone that are doing good, doing great. They are not that famous yet, but they have their own name. They can, come out and be like, I am this artist, and a lot of people will be like, yo, we love you. So I'm connected to most of them. And I'm trying to do that because I don't want it to seem like, because what I know before was that unity is not 100%. It's not really 100%. It's not even up to, let me say, 70%. because most of them are engaged in some beefing and all. Music, the diss and all, yeah, it's supposed to exist, but it has to be only in music. When it comes to the mic, yeah, everybody show that I'm raw, I'm bad. But when we all meet together, like in reality, we have to be like, oh, we are family. We are representing the same continent. We are doing the same thing. That's how it's supposed to be. But back then it wasn't like that. For now, I don't know, because for now I'm kind of seeing some changes. Recently, I see a picture of Shadowboxer and Caldinero, and I've never seen it. I have never seen it. Shadowboxer and Caldinero of them taking a picture together. Nah, I've never seen it. I've never seen it. But yeah, recently I might say that connection is getting back to how it's supposed to be.
Okay. And I encourage, all musicians, because no matter even what language you speak, right now you could do a song with somebody who does K-pop and you don't have to speak the same language. But, African music is really for the masses in the West. They're now understanding it, because besides like a Brenda Fossey or Angela Cujo, people would be like, "What do you mean? Who's a Two-Face?" Before he gets his music all over, what are you talking about? Too Fine and all these artists, but the Sierra Leone artists need to get together, because now when they say Afro beats, they basically say African music, young African music.
African music, yeah.
And Sierra Leone has to then compete with the rest of West Africa that is, many countries bigger in music. Nigeria, my gosh, they got more people in Lagos than they have in the whole state of Florida.
Yeah.
So we have to have that unity. But do you think that Sierra Leone, could you describe a sound for Sierra Leone that makes it unique? I'm just curious.
Well, recently, from few upcomings, as I said, from few upcomings that I know starting up, yeah, Drizzly have been doing that Creole rap, which is strictly Creole, and he's creative really, and is fucking dope. I can't tell nobody lies. He's dope. He's one of my favorites. He's one of my favorite, and it's emerging in the Afro scenes too. It's emerging in the Afro scenes too. Like I've heard most guys coming up with Afro Creole and all. Just that maybe that way Sierra Leone can have their own sound, like their own sound. It's Afro, but their own sound they created. Because Afro is a general thing, but if you listen Nigerians, they have their own sound. If you listen Ghanaians, they have their own sound. If you listen to Kenyans onwards, they have their own sound. But Sierra Leone, we don't have our own sound, and that togetherness you're talking about, and about re-representing on the globe. Because if they are doing awards or mentioning artists from all over Africa, they will mention Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa, Kenya, Tanzania. But it's hard to hear a Sierra Leonean, but recently it's happening. My sister Il Nata just was nominated on Afrima Awards, So that's a big win. And Drizzly again was nominated on an award. I can't remember which award was it, but he was nominated. But that's a big win, honestly. That's a big win. And I pray that we get to the point that in every category, when they mention any other artist from any other part of Africa, they can mention a Sierra Leone artist too. We need to have at least one or two people representing worldwide. Like, we can be left out. Can't be left out.
And this is, I'm going to throw a fear out there of mine. Because the government is allowing those who, were lost in the diaspora to come back and say, look, here's citizenship. You can not just invest in this place, but you can stay, and there's no visa. You can stay. You're a citizen. I'd hate for, let's say, a known artist. I was going to throw out a name, but I don't want to throw out a name. They come to Sierra Leone as a JC. Johnny come, Johnny just come. And they come and they already have a name, right? And then, Sierra Leone is defined by this American born artist and everybody has to follow suit. Now, some may say, well, it's like Akon opening up the doors, right? But you really have to have an African mindset and not just I'm just coming here for the bag and the clout. I don't know if that bothers you at all, and I don't know if you've heard things of the new
It
citizens that come. Give us a
it
game.
really does. It really does. It really does bothers me a lot. And in fact, it pisses me a lot because um I've seen it. I've seen it. Big artists born and raised in the UK, in America, but their background, they have that African background. They're representing. If they're going back home, is to make sure that they are the part of Africa they are from is known more and more and more to the part they are born. But most of the big artists that I know, like me, I'm gonna mention name. I don't care. I don't give a fuck, honestly. And there's one IDK. He's a Sierra Leonean. A Sierra Leonean. Like he's doing big in the US. He's doing big. I don't know if you've heard of him, IDK.
Have not.
He's doing big. You need to check him out. He's doing big. He just recently dropped his album. Like he's having massive shows. I guess that nigga has the platform to put in his country, like to put on that green, white, and blue flag to show these people this is the beautiful thing we have back there in Sierra Leone. But now he's not doing most of it. I just feel like he is representing the US instead of representing Sierra Leone. And I'm seeing this guy going to claim citizenship, who's what's his name? This actor, Idris Elba. Like he is another person. Like all those people can virgin for artists, like for Drizzy. You can virgin for all of the other artists, but Drizzy Lake is good. We have a lot of good artists. There is Tazi, you know, all those big shows he's hosting. He would be like, damn, this is the list of all the other artists coming in from all part of Africa. How come I'm not seeing Sierra Leone? Sierra Leone needs to be here. Yeah, I have this artist, this artist, this artist. Let's get them on. That's another way to put the green, white, and blue on the map. But those people, I don't know if they've been doing it and failing, but I haven't seen that happen. I haven't seen that happening. I don't know why. So that bothers me a lot. It bothers me a
Okay.
lot.
Well, it seems like people are going to get citizenship and it becomes, a great conversation starter. But somebody like myself who was born in Okanda, that's Oakland, California, y'all,
Yeah.
after you see Black Panther, but has investments in different even countries in Africa. I'm like, just to come as a tourist or just to come for, like Donald Trump for the photo op, but you didn't put anything down. Everywhere we go, even when we go to Malta, when we go to Iceland, we're like, what can we put something down here? Can we find some people to invest in or some folks who already have, their party going? So
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
bothers me a lot because behind the scenes, I'm like, it's easy to do business in Africa if you really have a real connection. But we know there's some people who leave and they never want to have a connection again. They're like, forget it. Even their mother doesn't get money on time. So I think we have a song. I don't know if you have a song for that yet, but if you don't, we got a song beefing with everybody who is
For
not
real.
doing. Yeah.
For real. Now you just give me an idea.
Yeah.
I really gotta compose a song for that. I really gotta compose a song for that. I
Yeah,
really
and you
gotta
know
do
what?
it.
You know what that song will do for you? That song will also always have you humble. So if when you get to the heights where they're trying to
Yeah.
give you a Kardashian for a wife, you can always remember that song and say, "Hold on, I don't want to be that guy."
I don't need it. I don't need
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So with the music, in Sierra Leone, how can you make your money back and have all the glitz and the glamour? Is the music scene big enough? Are the promoters paying enough? Because that's also another part. If I always have to run to Ghana or run to Cameroon or Nigeria or South Africa to make a living, can you do it just in Salon?
well, according to what I know is It's paying actually for the bigger ones, the ones that are known already. It's paying because they are having the shows, which is one of the major ways they are making their money back only. Because you're talking about streaming, yeah, they are getting streams these days, but not like compared to even the least, the Gambia. I can say our population is more than Gambia's population, but their music scene, if they love an artist, you're seeing it on their streams, on their followers, like a lot of people showing the real love. Because you loving an artist right now in these modern days, if you gotta show it, you gotta show it by attending their shows. If you're in a city where they're performing, by streaming their songs, by being on their posts, like frequently commenting, reposting. That's the only way to keep them going. That's the only way to motivate them, which is happening less in Sierra Leone. In Sierra Leone, it's like they focus on more foreigners than their own products. And they got mad if you are trying to be foreign. I don't know why it's that. I swear down.
Okay, so I know this problem. This problem happens really globally, and the local artists are saying, you know, we have talent here. Are there any shows or blogs that you love how they have been highlighting and giving love to the local artists? Because charity starts at home.
There's this YouTube channel they have been supporting. I released my first video, which was Confused. They posted it, and I saw the turn up there. I saw people commenting, the comments were appreciable, and the views were, appreciable, which is recent Sierra music. And
Okay.
there's this other one again, which is Music Sparks SL. They posted my new video as well. Yeah, there are a few of them which are really doing it to put each and every artist out there up to where they belong. But there are some of them who are just doing it just like to extort money from artists, and at the end of the day, can do the actual work they are being paid for. But there are a few of them I can recommend. Few of them, like this recent Sierra Leone Music Sparks. Yeah, I can recommend them, honestly.
And I know them, and I've been tapping in and seeing, because I know artists, like people you can call up and say, hey, did you see that? And we all need to know each other. Now, being in Italy, and you said they're feeling the music, feeling the vibe. Any tours lined up, after this whole I know COVID has stopped a lot of stuff, a lot of progress, but Italy is one of those places. If you're Black and you go to Italy, folks, you're going to stand out. If you're single women in America, you won't be for long. Some Italian guy's going to get you. He's going to wrap you up. So, yeah, how has the touring and just being able to perform been in Italy and in the rest of Europe?
Well, I can speak on like the phrase rest of the Europe right now. But for here in Italy, I'm getting few shows. I had one which was, I think it was last week. Yeah. Last week I had one which was good. It was Nigeria Independence Day celebration. They organized the show, and I was the only Sierra Leonean artist among there. And I went up stage and said the grace, and I killed it. Yeah, I'm getting few shows though. I haven't got any shows yet outside Italy. I've got some bookings from the US, but honestly, right now I can't travel out of Italy based on some documentary issues and all. I can travel out of Italy. So, but yeah, in Italy, I'm having few shows. Shows are coming in step by step.
Got you. And I tell you, America may be the last place you want to come with this COVID. People don't listen. I'm in Florida. Where I live, I'm just shocked. Like, they don't even want to listen to the same people they run to saying I'm sick. So there might be just God's timing, and it will happen, because it's just getting to the right people for that docky. I definitely get that part. Now, you're young, and the best has yet to come. So everything that you've done, I mean, so much more is going to come. You got to prepare yourself now.
Of course.
Yeah, but what is a community give back that you're doing or that you would like to do in the future?
Well, in the future, for now, I'm not giving back to the community. I won't lie about that. Some ways I'm giving back, but it's not like that huge for the whole community benefiting from it. But in the future, I honestly want to do a lot. I honestly want to do a lot for my community because I've lived there. I've experienced the sufferation right there, you know, So I have that in me. I know how it feels to live in the slums, without someone 100% there for you, giving you each and everything you need, like, or the government reaching out every time. So I know how it feels to be there. So I have a lot in mind, honestly. I have a lot in mind to do back for the community when I get that opportunity.
Okay. And you know, people look at your videos and say, "Man, the slums, he got those platinum diamond teeth in the you know, but
it's
again, yeah.
it's
Talk
for
to
the
the
culture.
people.
It's for the culture. It's for the culture, man. We gotta get the swag, man. We got to show up like the real celebrities they're looking up to. You know how it is.
Definitely, definitely. It's you know, there's the music side of thing, and then there's real life because what you put
Yeah.
into your teeth, you probably have to put, at least double into the
Mm-hmm.
music. But that's if you don't look like that, sometimes they're like, you're not a real artist,
You're not a real artist. You did. You did. They're gonna come up with that. They're gonna come up with that. Like, you sing too well, but when you show up on your videos, you're like a homeless man. Nah, they're not gonna buy your idea. They're not gonna buy your idea.
Yeah, yeah. Now for you in the music is one thing, but many artists have shown that they're full blown talent where they want to get into movies, they want to do all of that. Is movies and always being on something that you aspire to do?
Yeah, it's in one of my dreams anyways. It's in one of my dreams. It's in one of my dreams, and I have that in mind that I'm gonna do it someday. No matter how long, I'm really gonna do it. I'm really gonna act some movies, and maybe write something about my life experience, some things I've passed through and things I'm going through. Who knows? Yeah, maybe write something about that and just do a movie. I really want to do it. I really want to do it. In as much as I want to have a brand of myself.
And let me ask, would that movie, could you see yourself doing it in Sierra Leone? I'm not as familiar if, the Sierra Leone movie scene
Mhm.
is like the Cameroonian or Nigerian or Ghana, which I'm the biggest collector of Nigerian movies. I got VCDs, everything, but I'm not a fan of Ghana movies because they try to be too American with the whole the sex and this and that. You can't
Yeah.
watch them with your Peking, and I got Peking, so I'm trying to I've loved them since I've first saw one. But would it be, do you see in Sierra Leone, or would you maybe need to go outside and try, Nigeria or Cameroon
It's
scene?
definite. It's definitely gonna be from Sierra Leone because that's where the story started from. Because if I need to write, if I need to make a movie about the things that I've been through and the things that I'm going through in present life, it needs to start from Sierra Leone because the story started from there. Since I was small and since I decided living and all, the story started back then from Sierra Leone. So it's definitely gonna be from Sierra Leone. And if we would have to add any other place, that's gonna be an idea for later. But the dream started from Sierra Leone, so it definitely gonna be from Sierra Leone.
Okay. And I throw that out there. People say, why are you asking about any other countries? Only because I know, and I've had the director from the movie The Mirror Boy
Mhm.
on this show, and they filmed that in the Gambia. And there were some reasons. The Gambia was very nice to them, and you guys check that
Yeah.
interview out if you want to know more. But sometimes, a prophet is not respected at home. That's straight from the scriptures. I didn't make that
Mhm.
up. So you gotta go elsewhere.
Elsewhere.
tell the people where they can find you, where they can tap into your music, anything that you might have before the year is over, so they can get excited and really, you know, subscribe to your channel.
Well, I have a link on my Instagram bio. My Instagram handle is Proxy Assassin. Simple, you can see it. I'm with the blue mask and the grills, as you know. That's the picture there. Soon as you tap into Proxy Assassin, you can see a bio. That bio can lead you to my recent EP, the last EP that I dropped, my YouTube, everything, like any other streaming platform. It can lead you to that.
Okay, and I'm gonna break a rule that I had before I did this interview. I did not want to ask, because you don't do a lot of interviews yet, but I was watching some stuff. For those, if you want to know, please, this is the only time I'm gonna ask him, and he may tell you have to reference back to this video. Explain how you came up with the name, because somebody's gonna say an assassin. I don't know about that, but he's a proxy assassin. And if you understand what a proxy murder is, maybe it'll make sense. Break it down to them. Why that name?
Well, that's something I even get here a lot of times when people ask me, like, what's your artist name? I'll be like, I'm Proxy Assassin. Assassin? Hey, hold on. I don't mean someone that come to assassinate you with a knife, with a gun. No, I mean Proxy Assassin for the mic only. Nothing more, nothing less. Assassin for the mic.
Okay, well, so go ahead.
The assassin name came up like when I was in Sierra Leone. Like I said earlier on when the interview started, I was doing this rap battles and I was winning. And I was young among the people I was doing those battles with. And I was called Proxy back then, only Proxy, and my friends came up with the assassin because I was assassinating everybody I was battling with. So they came up with the assassin. So they added that to the name. It became Proxy Assassin. That's how I got the assassin. It's not for me holding a knife for someone or a gun for someone to assassinate them. Nah, it's only for the mic.
Well, you guys have gotten the game. If you do nothing else, I want you to share this game. It will change someone's life, but I also want you to make sure you hit the links in the description and check out the music. It is quality music, or I would not have had the brother on. It's quality music.
You see?
He is the people's star. They told me who to come to, so I appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate you having me here, man. I appreciate you having me here. I'm more humble.
Are you tired of the violence, tired of the injustice, police brutality, rampant discrimination, lack of gun control in this failed biased socioeconomic experiment called America? Or maybe you need a break from the relentless grind and want to regain control of your destiny, your wealth, your health, and your purpose. DiversifiedGame.com has the right course for you. Prepare for my first trip to Africa. Looking to reconnect with your roots, start a new business, or just a fresh start. Africa, aka the motherland, is waiting. Don't let the Chinese and the Mzungus have the fun and also take over the motherland. From Cairo to Mombasa, from Dakar to Cape Town, Africa has something for everyone, from business opportunities to the most amazing people, safety, leisure, and landscapes. The opportunities abound. It is time for the diaspora to reconnect with their roots. Time to reconnect with the birthplace of humanity. Africa is the last frontier. Get your head in the game and reclaim your legacy. The writing is on the wall. Babylon is falling. Give up the stress, grind, and violence inflicted on our people on this continent and prepare for a journey of restoration and joy by connecting with the land of your ancestors. Check out our new course and kick off your adventure at diversifiedgame.com.